Alright, so that last video was really me talking about you guys, us, me. A lot of times I'm just talking to myself. I'm not crazy though. But taking advantage of the smaller opportunities that are around you because you don't have control right now over the big opportunity that you would like. And now for this video though, I want to talk to you guys about the fact that, listen, when the big opportunity does come, don't be afraid to go in amongst the giants. And what I mean by that is, who was it? For those of you who know biblical stories, and even if you don't, I just want you to pay attention to the story because I think it'll help you. There's the story where the Israelites were leaving Egypt and going to a land named Canaan, but God ended up keeping them in the wilderness for a long time because when He sent some special men out to go search out the new territory, the land that they were supposed to go into, they looked in and they saw that there were giants over there. And because they saw that there were giants over there, they were afraid and said, no, we can't go in there because there are giants there. And so God was like, man, all right, so since y'all don't have that faith, since y'all don't believe in what you've been able to do, since you guys have forgotten what you've done, what I've allowed you guys to do before, how you've defeated your enemies before, how I worked the miracle before, then if you don't have faith remembering what you went through before, there's nothing I could do about getting you into this promised land, even though this promised land would be better. And the reason why they didn't go in, their excuse, their reasoning was that they were afraid of the giants. And, eventually the big moment will come to you, the big opportunity will come to you. And sometimes we get anxiety. Sometimes we don't believe in ourselves. Let me make it practical. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, man, is my book really good enough for, to promote? Or is the shirt line that I've begun to develop, is it really valuable enough? When I speak, do I really bring any value to the table compared to, some of my mentors, compared to the big dogs out there? Sometimes you doubt yourself. You know that you have the skills, but you're like, man, do I bring anything to the table that's good enough for me to step into the realm that I feel like I should be stepping into? And I just want to let you guys know, listen, don't be afraid to step in there amongst the giants, man. It's a beautiful thing because what you don't, love it. What you don't realize is that you are a giant yourself also. And so what I mean by that is, I'm from New York, man. And at one time there was this giant mega NFL team called the New England Patriots. I think this was back in 2008. And the New England Patriots, when I say that they were giants, they were the first team in so long to have a perfect season. And then not only did they have a perfect season, they finished off their perfect season against my New York team, right? And then all of a sudden, they went through the playoffs and they were perfect throughout the playoffs, right? Then they get to the Super Bowl, and that's what I mean. They were giants. They were giants in that you could not have had a better season. They breaking all kinds of records in the meantime also. But all of a sudden they get into the Super Bowl, and it's looking like they're going to win the Super Bowl. But with like 2 minutes and change left, the New York squad, scores and ends up winning the Super Bowl. And the reason why I bring that up is because remember that while the New England Patriots might have been a giant team, the Giants, although they weren't even a great team, they were like 8-8, something like that. That year, but they were still giants. They were still the New York Giants. And I just want you guys to remember that in spite of the fact that you might have to go up against a giant situation, whether it be a giant, maybe you don't believe in yourself being able to be a good husband or a good wife in a relationship. Maybe you don't believe in yourself as far as your career, the career opportunities that you would like. Maybe you don't feel like you can compete with the people at your school. Maybe your finances right now making you feel real small compared to some giants that you see out there. Maybe athletically, you see some giants that are out there and you're afraid to compete. I remember I used to excel in the hurdles, but I used to be one of the shortest ones that was running the hurdles. Why? Because in spite of the fact that you might not be as big as everybody else, as tall as everybody else, maybe not even as smart as everybody else, I just want you guys to remember that you are still a giant. There's something giant about you. So just keep on hacking away at the opportunities that you currently have. Keep on mastering what's before you. Keep every time you put your hand to the plow, make sure that whatever your hands find to do, you're doing it with all your might. And when the big opportunities come, don't be afraid to go up against the giants, man. I got mentors that are out there right now, helping governments to develop programs. And you would have thought that the government had it all together, but lo and behold, they're looking for people like yourself, like myself, to go out there and just help them with the issues within their communities, man. They're looking for people who are ready and willing to step into positions to take the chance. And not that they necessarily know everything. These people don't know everything, but these are people who are willing to step in amongst the giants and to pour back into their communities, back into their families, back into their friends, back into the youth, and back into society at whole, man. So yeah. So I just want to leave you guys with that encouragement today. Don't be afraid to step in amongst the giants. Peace out.